We can hopefully have a few other people hop on. But thank you for taking the time out of your busy lives to join us tonight. We have lots of exciting things happening and a few things we wanted to talk to you about. So if you can stay the whole time, please do. I'll try to be quick. It is March 28th, and that's important because it is the end of the month. And at the end of the month, we always talk about Success Club. Success Club is something that should be non-negotiable if you are a working coach. Success Club means that you are helping people. And let's face it, that's why we're all here. So Success Club means nothing more than helping 3 new people every single month get started on their journey. And that is the baseline for this business. And that's basically how I sit back and like measure my progress and make sure that I'm still always moving forward. So whether or not I'm earning X amount of dollars or, you know, reaching my rank in my goal rank or whatever, as long as I know that I'm hitting Success Club every month, I know that I'm doing what I signed up to do, and that makes me be able to like go to sleep at night and feel good about what I do as a coach. So that being said, it is the 28th. We have 31 days in March. Even if you have not hit your Success Club goal for the month, there is still time. You are looking at the queen of procrastination and the queen of hitting Success Club at the end of the month. So with that being said, I can give you a few tips on ways to hit Success Club, even if you're at a big fat 0 today. So just a few things I wanted to throw out there to you. If you haven't hit Success Club yet, you want to be promoting your upcoming challenge group. You want to be talking about it more than once. It's not something you just want to throw on your Facebook page, mention it, and say nobody commented or no one was interested, so I can't do it. Keep in mind that not everybody sees your post. Depending on what time of day you posted it, maybe nobody saw it. So that's why we talk about posting it at different times of day. Also, if it didn't get any engagement, it's less likely that many people saw it at all. So make sure that you're also posting your 3 times a day about other things so that your page is going to get more engagement so that post is more likely to be seen. There are some tricks of the trade that we talk about when you're down to the wire and trying to hit Success Club. So first and foremost, the follow-up is key. If you have talked to anyone this month or last month or even 3 months ago that possibly was interested in the challenge group, you certainly want to follow back up with them. And it can be something as simple as like, hey, I don't know if you're still interested, or maybe your finances have changed, or, you know, maybe now's a good time because it's spring and you're starting to think about you fitting back into your shorts here in a month or so. But I have 2 spots left in my upcoming challenge group, and I wanted to, you know, offer one of those to you. Something really simple like that can really get the wheels turning in someone's head and be like, oh my gosh, seriously, I have to put shorts on in a month or whatever. And it might be just what they needed to commit. So definitely follow back up with anyone that had shown an interest prior. You don't have to be pushy or salesy. If they say, no, thank you, now's not the time, whatever, then you just say, no problem, just let me know when you're ready, and you move on. The other thing you can do is offer some sort of incentive. So whether that's a gift card with the purchase of a challenge pack, or you want to throw in a free t-shirt, or you want to throw in shaker bottle or something like that, you can do that. People love free stuff. So that's always something you can throw out. I wouldn't throw that out until, you know, right when you're at the end of the month though, and you have, you know, you're really trying to hit it last minute. So don't throw that out at the beginning of the month. These are only things you would do at the end when you're really trying to push. And then obviously you're going to be forfeiting a portion of your commission to buy them a t-shirt or buy them a shaker cup so that you can achieve that goal and help them get started. You can also do something that's free, which would be like, Kaylee and I have talked about this before. You can do a post where you're offering a free meal plan for anyone that signs up with you. And it's something that we do anyway, but people don't really realize it. So if you put that into words and really promote that, that gets them really excited, that you tell them like, you know, if you start with me in the month of April, and order and get started, you know, before, give them a deadline. So you can say order today, but obviously maybe you would make this post tomorrow. And anybody that signs up with me today will get a free one-on-one call with me where we'll set up your individualized meal plan. That doesn't cost you anything, and all you're doing is literally sitting down with them, going through their 21-day fixed meal plan, helping them figure out their meals, and that's one-on-one attention that you can give them that sets it apart from everyone else, and that might be the push they need to commit because they've been thinking about it, but they haven't pulled the trigger yet. So those are just some ideas for how you can hit Success Club yet this month if you haven't already. And if you believe it can be done, I promise you it can. If you've already told yourself, it's the 28th, it's not happening, I'm not going to do it, well then guess what? It won't. But if you know in your heart of hearts that there is somebody out there that is waiting for you to invite them, that is literally needing this opportunity to change their life, then by golly, you will hit it. Honestly, I promise. So just decide. It's a decision, just like it was a decision for you to change your life and get started on your health and fitness journey. Success Club is a decision every single month. Once you've made the decision, it's like the stars all align and everything just kind of falls into place and you just make it happen. So I hope that that speaks to you. You just make it happen. So tonight, the real topic of the call was for me to talk to you for a few minutes about how to get to the next level. So I know we have coaches of all different levels on this call. We have people that just got started. We have people that have been around for a year or more. We have people that maybe are 6 months in. We have people that are Emerald coaches and some that maybe haven't even rank advanced yet. But this call is about teaching you how to move your business forward. So it's not real exciting to be in a business where you're just sitting stagnant, right? And it's easy to get bored and get frustrated and want to give up. So that is not what we want for you. We want you to constantly be growing and moving your business forward. Whether your goal is to make 6 figures or just to pay for your mortgage or your groceries or just your Shakeology, either way, if you're not moving your business forward and you're not feeling some sort of growth, the likelihood of you sticking around is not great, and we understand that. So as this team, we want to constantly help you be growing. And so that's what I want to talk to you for a minute about tonight. And let me just pull up my notes. I know that there's like a gazillion books out there on goal setting and how to set goals and, you know, what you do to achieve those goals. And I'm not going to like preach to you about those because you can read those books and they will help you do that. But ultimately, you do need to set a goal. Otherwise, you're not working towards something. And then just for a quick little side note, personally, you know, for me, goals are huge in my life and in my business and even in my personal fitness. So recently I committed to a bikini competition. And for me, this bikini competition isn't about looking a certain way or winning even. It's just because honestly, I need to have something that I'm working towards or I get lazy and complacent. And lazy and complacent are not a place that I want to personally be. So I had to make that next goal in order to just continually be improving. So that is simply why I'm doing this bikini competition. I need to be challenging myself. And that's the goal of this. So that's why I've done this. In my business, I set a goal this year. I thought to myself, where do I want to be on December 31st, 2017? And for me, originally I was just like, you know, I want to be a 3-star coach. I think I can do 3-star. I can do 3-star this year. I started the year at 1-star. I can do 3-star. Okay. And then I thought about it and I was like, that's a comfortable goal. It's comfortable, but it's not big enough. It doesn't push me enough. It doesn't make me kind of giddy and like a little bit nervous because I think in my heart of hearts I can do it. But what you need to do is a push goal. You need to set something a little bit outside of your comfort zone that makes you uncomfortable. So I said, you know what? 3-star is not good enough. I need to set it a little higher. I'm going to set it for 5-star. I want to be an elite coach in 2017. I want my team to be an elite team in 2017. So I set my push goal for 5-star elite in 2017. That's great, okay? That's a number on a piece of paper. But I need to break it down more into what does that mean to me. And basically that means that I have 5 diamond coaches on my team. Now, when we start to break that down, 5 diamond coaches on my team, 5 leaders on my team that are now leading their own teams, 5 people that are growing without my help, 5 people that are just naturally amazing. They're, like I said, they're leading others. They're making a significant income. They are really starting to get this business and how it works. And for me, it's fulfilling because I know I've made an impact in their lives. And guess what? They're about to pay it forward and do the same thing. And I always talk about this ripple effect because recently it's really hit me. But when you really sit back and think about it, it's insane how it starts to gain momentum. So as I impact those 5 women, they start to impact 5 women. And before you know it, our team has like blown up, and it doesn't take much. So when I start talking about we're going to be a 5-star elite team this year, imagine what's going to happen in the beginning of 2018, in the middle of 2018, and the end of 2018, because I made that goal, right? If I hadn't set that goal, we wouldn't continue pushing and we wouldn't continue growing. So when we start setting goals, we really need to break it down, not the traditional way. We have to define it really, really, really well. You can't just set the goal, write it down, and go on about your workout and, you know, just like, it can't just be like a quick decision. You have to spend some time on it and develop it. Like an hour's worth of time is what I did today when I started. Well, and it's not today, by the way, that I set this goal, but when I was planning this call, I set this goal back in January. So I spent an hour when I originally set this goal. And it's just like when you buy a car, you don't just like walk in, pick it, and like walk off, like sign a check and walk off the lot, right? There's a whole lot of paperwork and behind the scenes stuff that has to go on before you leave with that car. And this is the same way. You have to do a little bit of behind the scenes stuff and planning when you start goal setting. So how do you do it? You work backwards from the goal. So I said I was going to have 5 diamonds on my team. Now we got to work backwards. Who are those 5 diamonds? Write down their names, Alicia. Who are they going to be? So how do I figure that out? Well, who's doing well in the business today? Who has bought in to what my vision is for this team? Who are they? And if I don't have all 5 of them yet, who do I know is already buying in? I need to start tracking those people on a spreadsheet. I need to think about who do I believe deserves to be a 6-figure income earner that is really going to pour their heart and soul into the lives of others. They're in this for the right reasons. And I don't mean that all of you aren't in there, but at this point in your business, who's really ready to take on that leadership role? Those are the people that I'm going to spend my time with. I'm going to have one-on-one calls with them. I'm going to give them assignments throughout this year, and I'm going to tell them that they're deserving of my time. And guess what? If there's more than 5 of them, like, heck yeah, right? So if there happens to be 10 of them, then, well, that's just even better. That's a bonus. But the 5 people that I am going to look for to be the diamonds on this team for my goal are the 5 people I'm going to spend my time with. And they're the ones I'm going to pour all my time into. Then I'm going to look at the events that are coming up this year. There's a Diamond Team Leader event in Orlando in September. There's Coach Summit in New Orleans in July. There is the Success Club trip in Punta Cana in April, next month. So I'm going to say to myself, who can be diamond by these dates? Who is going to be diamond by Punta Cana? Then maybe I'll have 1 or 2 diamonds by then. Then who's the next diamond that's going to pop by Summit? And I need to have this laid out. I need to have a plan. I can't just go into the end of the year with no plan. So as you start to see this, it really gets broken down piece by piece by piece. And does everything happen exactly as I planned? Maybe not. But if I have a plan versus just flying by the seat of my pants, my intentions and my actions are going to be much more aligned to the goal versus just winging it, right? So we obviously want to start with a plan, work backwards, lay it all out, and have these goals for a reason. So I don't want to know what your goal is yet, but I want you to start thinking about it. Once we have that plan, and like I just said, is everybody going to hit their like as I said, who is going to be my diamonds by April when we go on that Success Club trip? Well, if the people I have intended to be diamond by that date aren't diamond, maybe they didn't hit it in time. I need to check my plan. I need to adjust it as needed. So if I said 2 people were going to be diamond by that date and they're not, well, the next event that I had was Summit, and I said I was going to have 3 by then. Well, if I only had 1 in April, and I said I was going to have 3 by Summit, I might need to do a little bit of adjusting in my plan and who I'm spending my time with where to make sure that I'm back on track by the next event. So that is called PDCA, Plan, Do, Check, and Adjust. So keep that in mind. It's a little acronym you can use. PDCA, plan out what you're going to do. After you've implemented that plan, check it, see if it's working. Well, do the plan, check it, and then adjust it as needed. Because if you just keep going along and you think, well, I'm just going to stick with this plan all year, and you get to December and you figure out what you're doing isn't working, it's a little late then to make any sort of changes. So make sure you're always kind of self-evaluating and adjusting as needed. So with that being said, does anybody get excited about, like, I don't know, do any of you feed off of momentum of others? And a lot of people in these calls kind of went emerald in a group of others, and they kind of are motivated by not competition per se, but seeing other people do it, and it gives you belief that you can do it too, right? Well, I was thinking it's just about that time that I would love to see us do a push group. A push group is simply a voluntary group. I'm not throwing you in there. I'm not signing anyone up. You have to volunteer for this group. But I'm going to run one. I'm going to run a diamond push group. It's just going to be a 6-week group. It's going to start next Monday, April 3rd, I think. Yeah. And this is going to be a group that's going to push us all the way up until May 11th is the deadline for this group, or the last day of the group. And there's a special reason for that May 11th date. So April 3rd to May 11th is the date for this group. Your goal has to be to go diamond in that 6-week period. And it's like a little tiny bit less than 6 weeks, technically. If you have a goal to be diamond in that 6-week period, then you want to get in this group. This group is not going to be comprised of a daily post. It will be 3 posts a week, okay? I'm not going to go in there every day and post something and expect you to do an assignment, but it's going to be 3 posts a week, and the content that I'm going to be using is coming from Christina Delgado. She is amazing. I've actually pulled it from her and another coach, and she has trained me on how to run a diamond push group, so I'm super excited about it. And I'm going to use her content. She's graciously given it to me, and she pops diamonds like crazy, so I know it works. She also says she doesn't want to overwhelm her coaches, but her formula is super successful. So I'm going to sweeten the deal a little bit. So when we have push groups or training groups, like I said, for example, last Coach Basics group, we had 4 people go emerald. That's pretty awesome, in my opinion. 4 people went emerald. I believe, personally, that those 4 people went emerald because one person went emerald and showed that it could be done, and then the other people sat back and said, if she can do it, I can do it. And then another person went emerald, and then they said, well, if she can do it and she can do it, I can do it. and another person went emerald, and we were giving you the tools and we were showing you how to do it, and we were there to answer your questions. And before you know it, you had been telling yourself for months, I can't go emerald, I don't know how to do it, but then all of a sudden you did it overnight, right? So I believe the same thing can happen for diamond. And to sweeten the deal, this group is going to have a buy-in. A buy-in means that you voluntarily pay in money to join the group with the incentive that if you reach your goal, you get to take the entire pot if you reach your goal. So, as an added bonus, I'm going to match your buy-in if you're my coach, and your coach may match your buy-in if you decide to buy in as well. So the buy-in is going to be $25. Don't want to make this difficult, but basically if you would like to be included in this Diamond Push group, you need to let your upline know, your coach know, hey, I'd love to be in that Diamond Push group that Alicia's running on April 3rd. Then you just have to commit to paying $25. More than likely, your coach is going to match that $25. So for every person that signs up, we got $50 in the pot, guys. $50 up for grab. That means if we have 10 people in this group, there's $500 up for grab. If one person goes diamond, that one person gets 500 bucks. That's a pretty sweet deal, right? So that's how this is going to work. 3 posts a week in this group. The information is gold from Christina, I'm telling you right now. She breaks down diamond so clearly, like I wish I had known it. She says you can do it in 2 weeks easily, but we're giving you 6 to do it. And guess what? That deadline of May 11th is the deadline for whatever you would want to be at Summit. So whatever rank you are when you wake up on the morning of May 11th, that is the rank you will be at Summit. So if you have a goal to be diamond and you hit your goal on May 11th, you will be recognized as a brand new diamond at Summit this year. Even if you're not going, it's still really amazing. So that brings up my last point. I put this in the team page today. I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but I am going to get my plug in real quick. Why do you need to go to Summit? What is the benefits? What is it? Some of you might not even know what it is. So real quick, every year we have one training a year, an annual coach training. Last year it was in Nashville. The year before it was in Nashville. The year before that it was in Las Vegas. This year it's in New Orleans. It's an investment in your business, absolutely. We can make it cheaper for you by getting you hotel rooms, sharing, taking your own food, sharing food, going to the grocery store when you get there. We can seriously make it as cheap as we can for you because I understand it is an investment. When I first went, I went to 3 now. This will be my 4th one. My first one was in Vegas. Flying to Vegas was not cheap for me. I had only been a coach for a few months, and my husband thought I was crazy for going, but my coach said, you got to be there, so I made it happen. I roomed with someone else. That made it cheaper. It's literally 3 days. I just feel like it's something that will change your life. It's not even about Beachbody at that point. It's just life-changing because there's so many positive people in one place. There's so much weight loss transformation shared. There's so much success. There's so many positive, like Brendan Bouchard is going to be there this year. Like you have the Beachbody trainers in person. You can earn opportunities to take your picture with them. And so the little post I put in the team page today was really simple. It just talked about, if you break it down, it's probably about an $800 investment in your business. And if you hit Success Club 5 in the next 3 months and you sell 12 all access challenge packs and you earn $70 for each of them, that covers your $800. So guys, if you hit Success Club and you get everyone on the all access, which is what we're getting them started on anyway, you literally earn your way there. That's it, right? It's just a commitment and an investment. You sometimes have to step out on faith and say, it's going to happen. And honestly, if you make the commitment now and you know you have to earn back that $800 because you told your husband you would, then you're more than likely going to do it, right? I know for me, that's how it was. It was like, well, I'm going, and now I have to figure out how to earn back that money. So that helped me hit Success Club every month because I needed to earn back that money. So I don't know. I'm not telling you you have to be there. It's your business. But as a coach, as your mentor, I'm recommending that you get there. It's about 30,000 people in one place. It's actually being held in the Superdome where the New Orleans Saints play. Beachbody goes all in. When I tell you all in, it's insane. It's like a Super Bowl halftime show, guys. Fireworks and pyrotechnics, and it's just incredible. And I would love for you all to be there to support me when I walk across the stage in that itty-bitty bikini. And that is part of it, too. The Beachbody Classic goes on. But I just wanted to give my plug. I'm not going to go on about it anymore, but we do need to make some decisions on hotel rooms, and that needs to happen fairly quickly. So if you are going to commit, we need to know soon. So I am going to stop talking and see if any of the other leaders on this call have anything that they wanted to add. And if you have any questions, I need to check the chat because I haven't looked at it. So anybody else that wants to take the mic, feel free.
I see someone asking what you need to be diamond. It is 1 emerald on each leg plus 3 discount coaches on each leg. So that is what it takes to be diamond. Alicia said she's done talking about Summit. I'm not done yet. You've got to go. It will most definitely take your business to the next level. Kaylee and I were talking with a couple of people this weekend about looking back. The month right after Summit was our highest Success Club. Kaylee said hers was, and I went back and looked. It was like the highest Success Club, the highest number of Success Club points I got all year.
Income.
Yeah.
My income literally like blew up.
It was crazy. And it just being able to show that you're a part of something so much bigger than you, and just feeling that, it just is absolutely amazing. And if, we need like 2 girls sleeping on the floor and, 4 girls sleeping in the beds, we'll make it work. If you want to get to Summit, but you're worried about money, like still message your upline. We will get you there. Like we will find a way to get you there. I ate like, those stupid, Jen and Jamie can tell you, I ate those stupid green pancakes for like 3 meals a day.
And Quest bars. We lived on that, Quest bars and Shakeology.
Yeah, because my husband lost his job like, what was it, like 2.5 weeks before Summit. So I didn't give a shit. I was going and I was eating my green pancakes with spinach in them, and we made it happen. So that's just what I wanted to say. That's all. You gotta go.
And on top of all of the reasons why it's so fun to get together, I don't know if you guys saw the Emerald Retreat that we had this weekend, if you weren't a part of it. It was just so amazing to be a team and just fellowship together. That to me means more than like anything. So events like that where we can just hang out and be together just fires me up. I didn't say this out loud, I think, except for to Mary Carolyn after the event this weekend. But it didn't hit me that I see all of you all the time on these calls and things. And Allison was getting ready to leave the event. And she hugged me and she said, "It was so great to finally meet you." And I literally was like taken aback for a second, like, finally meet you? Like, what do you mean? I have never met her in person, but I hadn't even like realized it for a second because I see her all the time and I feel like I know her, like I've known her forever, but I had never met her until this weekend. How is it that we can never meet you in person and you never meet me, but yet we feel like we know each other so well? That to me means so much that our team has that kind of culture. That's what it's about for me as a leader in this organization, is just about that she can hug me and say something like that and I can be like, whoa, like seriously, we've never met. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I feel like I've known you for years. So I want to feel that way about each and every one of you. And then when we do get together, we hang out and laugh and giggle and have a great time. Like it's just like a high school reunion, you know, that's what it feels like. So it can be like that at Summit. It can be like that at our next retreat. We want to do these very often now, like maybe, you know, do another one this summer we talked about, but it was a lot of fun. So anybody have any feedback from the retreat they wanted to share?
I want to say a couple girls' lipsticks looking pretty good. I think Allison has hers on. I think Vivi has hers on. I was noticing.
Alicia's slacking.
I am slacking. Look at me over here.
You're pulling an Allison right now. But seriously, the Emerald Retreat, I can speak for myself, and I think Francine also, and hopefully Stephanie. I mean, our car ride back, it was like 7 hours for the two of us, but 5 hours for Stephanie, and we really just talked about the whole weekend recapturing it. It was just such an amazing time, and like Alicia said, we had never met, but we just jived all together, and we got along, and it was better than a high school reunion because I don't want to see people I went to high school with. I actually looked forward to going down and meeting everybody, and oh, it was such a blast. If you guys aren't pushing for it now, that is definitely one thing to push for, is to get invited to one of those. And get some new lipstick.
Well, I won't keep you, but I hope you're fired up. I hope I get lots of messages saying I won in that Diamond Push group starting April 3rd. I don't know who's motivated by money, but it can't hurt, right? It's definitely something that could help you pay for that Summit trip, on top of everything else, if you're interested in going. And I'm sure everybody can find something to on if you're, you know, you don't have any ideas now, I can certainly get you some. But it is time for us to get off. I'm not keeping you any longer. Share this call with somebody you know that maybe wasn't on. I'll post the recording. Message your upline if you're interested in the push. And if you want more details, I'll be kind of posting the group and when you have to have the money turned in and all of those details later. Did you have something else, MT?
I just wanted to shout out Suzanne, who's on the call, because we have a brand new Emerald in the house. So I was gonna make a post in our new coach training, but I also wanted to shout her out on the call because she has worked so hard, and has just done amazing right off the bat. So congratulations.
Way to go, Suzanne. That's amazing. You've been killing it since the second you started. So exciting. Anyone else? Okay. Thanks for hopping on, and I will see all of you soon, and I'll post the details for the Push to Diamond group in our page. Bye, guys.